Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to do a review of Perfect VR, a virtual escape from reality, a vacation from all your worries. I guess this is supposed to be a meditation app, and there's 3 different locations, day and night for both of these locations. Day and night for each of these 3 locations. There's the winter scene, you got a little Native American hut. I guess this might be like Alaska. And you have obviously the little island getaway. And then you have your little wilderness escape. Again, this could also be Alaska. By default, I think it had like 3 or 2 stars on the visual quality, but I went ahead and raised it all the way to 5-star quality as far as visuals. You can turn the sounds on and off. I like the ambient sound, so I'm going to keep it on. Let's go ahead and start with the island experience. So let's go ahead and start. Now, I do notice the load time's a little bit longer for the higher quality visuals, but other than that, it runs perfectly fine, and I enjoy the higher quality visuals. You can really tell the difference. Here's the problem with Perfect VR and why I'm only going to give a 5 out of 10, and maybe that's just out of legacy. I did write a review for this, and I gave it a 5 out of 10 back then. And I'm going to stick with that score, but I'm going to change a couple of things about my review. I originally said if you find it on sale for $5.99, you might want to think about picking it up. And now I'm going to change that to if you find it on sale for like $2 or less. Because it's barely worth 99 cents, or maybe $2 at the most. But it wouldn't be worth more than that now. I was really impressed by the visuals when I first played this game back in 2017. I bought the game in July 2017. I believe I bought it on sale, if I'm not mistaken, for $4.99. But back then I was impressed by the visuals. Now looking at it, it's still good. Don't get me wrong; it doesn't look bad, but I've just seen better, much better. So some of the textures just aren't that high, and you can really tell. But it is scenic, and it is well put together. The problem is you have these touch controllers that are visible, or you can't get rid of them instead of seeing like avatar hands, or maybe just not being there. And then you have those chevrons. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a blue chevron over there and one over there, and it just kind of ruins your immersion. I like the ambient sounds. They're really cool. Unfortunately, you can't see most of this. Like, you do see like butterflies, and you'll see like fish in the water. But as far as those things making those noises, you hear birds. I think you hear monkeys sometimes as well. You never see those, and you never will. So you can't move. Okay. Now you can move within your play space, and the way you interact with the world is you just press trigger, and you got magnet hands or magnet touch controllers, and so you can pick up the rock and throw them. Okay, and you can turn on the radio. I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to get a copyright strike, and just the music isn't very good anyway. So, alright, so yeah, you see butterflies. It's scenic, but the graphics just aren't as good anymore. So I wanted to do a re-review of my original review. I just had it written, and I just want to say, yeah, you might not want to pay more than $2 at the very most. Maybe $1 is more what this is worth right now. 99 cents is probably the right price for this now. It's definitely not worth what it used to be. So let's go ahead and teleport out of there. And yeah, so as you can see, there's not much interactions that are different here. This is pretty cool. Let me show you this though. So you can get the rock, and you see how these clip through, but if you drop it, they actually do interact and make a nice sound. So, and the rocks do interact with the wood. There you go. You can play a little baseball if you want. And the physics actually is decent when it works, but like I mentioned, you can clip through lots of items, and I'll show that a little bit more at the next location. So again, it looks really cool, especially off in the distance. I like this the skyline. It looks really good. But there just isn't a whole lot to do. Basically, I guess you're supposed to sit and just relax, and that's it. The problem is there's better meditation apps in VR. There's a bunch of better ones. There's even one that's pretty decent that also costs 99 cents on sale, and I'd recommend that over this one if you have to choose one or the other. I would just get both. I mean, it's only 99 cents. What's the big deal? Although this one I don't think ever has gone down to 99 cents. I believe the historically low price is $3.49. So at that price, I'm not sure I would recommend it. I'm only giving this a 5 out of 10. So I'm not going to change my original review as far as turn it from the current positive 5 out of 10 to a negative. But yeah. Oh, by the way, you can mess with these fishies. You can throw the rock and they'll scatter. Let's do that again. Okay, you can also throw the log in the water. This is pretty cool, actually. For you see the stingray? It looks pretty cool. The fish in the water look cool. That's probably the best thing about this game is looking at the fish in the water. And you can pick this up, and you see the way it swings. That's pretty cool. And then you can do this and make it look all fake. Okay, so that's the scene. So let's go ahead and get out of this scene. Let's go to the next one. Let's try nighttime. So I'm not going to do all of them. This is just a review, not a full playthrough. Although I could, but I just don't want to. There's no point in that. But I just want to show, the nighttime does feel different. I think I prefer the nighttime over the daytime. Except that the fish, you can't really see them at night. So that's really the only downside. But other than that, it looks a lot better, in my opinion, at nighttime. They did a really good job of, light in this game. Light and dark. A lot of VR games don't get that right. This one did. Unfortunately, again, there's just not much to do. So unless you just really like these spots and can do nothing and just relax, I don't think it would be worth the price. And like I said, I believe there's just better VR meditation apps. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for in your VR meditation app. This would definitely be the one with the less features. But what's there is good. So, and by the way, you can throw these in the fire. Well, except that I'm not really good at. There we go. Finally. Okay, one more. Let me show you the spot with the fishes. And let's just quickly go to the two others, daytime, really quick. Just so you can see them. I'm guessing I just want you to see the snow. The snow looks okay. I think I've seen better snow in VR, but this is not bad. Definitely at the time I thought it looked great, but now that I've seen better, I'm like, it's okay. So you can feel little snowflakes, the way they're falling. It's pretty cool. Definitely it's not bad. So I'm not trying to say the snow falling looks terrible, but I've just seen better now. But it's still pretty good. It's definitely better than most VR games as far as snow falling from the sky, the way it looks here. And these snowballs do fall apart. And I believe at the next spot, if I'm not mistaken, am I just going back to the original location? I think I am. Oh no, this is okay. Yeah. So let me pick this up. I'm right-handed, so let's go ahead and. Oh, wow! I was terrible. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. There we go. So you see, it does work. Okay, let's go to the final location. This would be the mountains, and let's do it at night because I think it looks a lot better at night. This is one of the ones where I definitely recommend the nighttime over the daytime. The nighttime is just way better in every sense, especially because you get to see the hot air balloons in the sky. That looks pretty cool. I'm not sure at what point the balloons show up, but they do show up at some point. I'm not sure if I want to stick around for that. For this review, but again, there's just not a whole lot to do, so let's go down. And There's also some fish here that you can see. Obviously, you can see them better during the day. And let's go to the mountaintop. I believe that's maybe where we get the best view for the balloons. And the fire here actually looks really good. That's probably one of the best things about this experience here. Now, I actually love this view, but I just wish you could move closer to the edge, which you can't. If you stand up, you'll get a better view, but I'm currently seated trying to relax, so I'm not doing that. And you can't, as much as you want to throw that radio over the cliff, over the edge here, you cannot do that. You can only turn it on and off. There's some nice ambient sounds here. I really like how it's just calm. There's no extra sounds that are unnecessary, which some other meditation apps do. And eventually you'll see the air balloons in the sky. Anyways, yeah, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. This has been perfect. Again, I'm giving this a 5 out of 10, and this is buy on deep sale. If you can find it in a bundle, definitely, I think it's worth it. But to me, this has max value of $2 currently. There's just VR has evolved a lot since 2017, and there's just better meditation apps. So yeah, and there's just better looking environments in VR now. There's the balloon finally. It's peering over the edge right now. So let's just stick around for a few to see that. There we go. So yeah, I mean, if you can appreciate this app for what it is, and there's limitations, like I said, you can't move around, you can't teleport, you only have 3 locations in each spot to teleport to. There's only 3 locations with a day and night version of each of those 3 locations. If you're okay with those limitations, then this might be something that you would enjoy, and so therefore you can even pay full price for it. But for me personally, this is like a buy on deep sale. In 2017, it was worth $5, but now I'm thinking it's just worth about $2 at the most. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.